There is something that I haven't spoken to you about.
But if someone was to find out...
I'm not letting people shame me for doing something I want to do. I'm here to confess to my mum that I use an OnlyFans account.
What did you think I would say?
My name's Cameron, I'm 26 and I'm from Northampton. I'm gonna confess to my mum that I publish explicit sensual content of myself on the internet for a paid subscription fee. But you can play with toys, you can masturbate. There's like a wish list on there and people send me toys and then I use those in the videos as well. I really like it when people request things to do.
Cam and I have always got on. He's very funny and thoughtful. He's very easy to talk to.
I think telling my mum will make it easier to kind of just be honest about what I'm doing and what I'm spending my time doing, because it is a part of my life now. And there's just part of me that's like, oh, well, I'll tell her about the other things and not this thing. And it'll just be nice to not have that. I think if my mum asks for the specific stuff of what I've been posting, that's kind of a weird thing to talk about. I am just a very nervous, anxious person. I think about everything. So there is a bit of my brain that thinks this might not go the way I think it's gonna go. I don't know what she could possibly be browsing where it would pop up, but if it did, I don't particularly want her to see it. I feel ever so slightly nervous. It's not a topic we've ever spoken about before. So I guess there's a chance that this is something she like looks down on. Hiya.
You okay?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, it's lovely to see you.
It will be nice to just be able to be completely honest and not have to skirt around what I've been doing. So you've always been accepting of everything. I was really young when I came out to you and you were
I know.
Hesitant,
I've
but
known
I know.
for a long time.
Yeah. But there is something along those lines that I haven't spoken to you about. And that is that relatively recently, I have started posting essentially homemade porn of myself on the internet and charging for it.
And this is how you're making your money.
So I'm making a bit of money, yeah. It started when I went on antidepressants and they massively increased my libido and I had no outlet because we're in a pandemic. And so people have, I'm literally educating you on what gay
Thanks.
Twitter is right now.
Come on then.
People have alternate accounts where they just post nudes and things. And I made one of those because I needed this outlet. And then seeing other people's ones of those, I was like, oh, loads of people do OnlyFans. So I thought, why not just try it? I think when I started it, I was very of the opinion, maybe 3 people will subscribe ever and then I'll stop, but it's £15 I didn't have. That was very much my opinion at the beginning, but is continued.
So it's more for the money than the passion of what you're doing?
I guess so, which I don't want to say I don't enjoy what I'm doing. It's not I wouldn't be doing it anyway without a camera on me. You know what I mean?
Are you looking after yourself?
Yeah, of course.
You're doing it because you want to do it and you're happy doing it.
I don't think it's a devaluing thing, which I think a lot of people can kind of
I can see what you're saying.
stigmatise
People
this
would say,
with.
oh, how awful that you do that.
Yeah, why don't
for
you
money.
value yourself? And
Actually,
I'm literally
yeah.
charging people
Yeah.
I do value myself for this amount of money. I think the biggest thing that I get that people just assume is that because I do this, I want to have sex with everybody. People think they can message me and be like, so when are we gonna have sex? And it's almost a shock to some people when I'm like, I don't want to have sex with you.
It's important that you are in control at all times, no matter what you're doing. That's my only concern, that you're not coerced and you're not, okay, I've signed up for this and I'm doing this, but now the next step is this and I'm not quite sure about it. Don't do it then.
Yeah.
It's all based on what you want to do and what you are comfortable with, and you can stop at any time.
There's no
Yeah.
contract. There's no, you have to do this. It's all completely self-led.
Yeah. I suppose this is a regulated industry. It's
well,
not shady and it's run properly. It's run like a business. You're protected.
It's tricky because it's not like you're employed by somebody. It's something you're doing yourself and you're filming yourself. There's no kind of body that oversees things. But
can that be taken and used?
Exploited?
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. I can't really
No,
think
you're
of a
not.
way that it would be unsafe and would reflect badly or affect me, like, negatively going forwards. You know what I mean? I really disagree with the idea that it should affect you in the future. Like, there's scandals when, you know, big actors are like, oh, their porn past has been unleashed. And it's like, so? Like, so they did a thing and now they're doing another thing, like.
But if someone was to find out, like employers, there'd be repercussions because of that.
This is very, like, idealistic of me to say, but if I was working for somebody and they found out and then it like jeopardized that, then in my head, I'm like, do I want to work for these people that have these views that are like going to shame me for doing something I want to do? I don't want to do that. I don't think my mum is really aware that actually porn isn't this other thing. Actually, porn is this thing that so many people do and also that everybody watches.
Don't really know exactly what you'll do when you do it.
Yeah, I don't think that that's something you want to hear much about.
Do you dress up?
Do I dress up? What do you mean?
Well, if someone says to you, oh, will you wear a bow tie and I'll pay you £5 more, is that something that...
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, why not? Like, yeah, I guess so.
Is there anything you wouldn't do if someone offered you more money?
Yes. Yeah,
lots of things.
There's probably a good amount of things that I would say no to. Someone just wanted me to be like tied up and struggling, which was fine. They sent me, you know, the tape. They sent me a ball gag to wear as well. And they just wanted a 10-minute video of me kind of struggling in those things. And that was my first request.
You're going to take it further? Is there any further it can go?
I don't see it as something like that will ever be my main thing that I do. But I don't see it stopping being a side project anytime soon, purely because it's not something I don't like doing and it's income on the side. The validation is nice, you know what I mean? That people like what I look like. Not that I should need it, obviously, but it's always nice. But yeah, I think that maybe it will grow because I'll be able to meet other people and collaborate with other people. I think since doing it, I have seen a lot more like sex positivity, and sex work is work and that's okay and it shouldn't be looked down on. There is definitely more of a community that I'm aware of with that opinion now.
And what did you think I would say? You didn't expect me to disapprove.
Why do you disapprove?
No.
I was saying you had to flip it.
No, not at all. It's not perhaps something I would do myself, but that doesn't make it wrong. If you're happy with what you're doing, you're a grown-up.
I think everyone should be this open because that's the only way you avoid things like shame and stigma about these kind of things. The more open people are about what they do and what they want and how they feel about things, the easier it is for things to like progress.
It's been just really lovely being able to chat today, having this sort of conversation and feeling comfortable with it.
Thanks for coming.
It's very lovely to see you.